Yo, hey, what's up, guys? It's August 10th, 2014, and I know, and I do apologize, I haven't done a lot of videos lately. I've been going through a lot of things, a lot of just issues these past 3 months, and I know I've been apologizing a lot. I know I haven't been doing a lot of videos, and I've been saying that a lot. I've been going through a lot of things, a lot of work, blah, 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 a lot of excuses. So just bear with me, guys. I hope I hope this video here can kind of make up to all the videos. I'm going, actually, this video is touching base back until May, or actually till I would say mid-June, stuff that I've purchased. Not a whole lot, but yet some cool stuff. But I do want to mention that I do plan on making more videos, probably me explaining the CGC process. I did get a lot of information from the CGC, or at least a third-party rep that was there at Comic-Con. So I know there was a lot of questions, probably a lot of unanswered questions that you guys have, or maybe just, how does it work, Rick? Why should we do this? Can we do it ourselves? Do we have to go through, can we just get an autograph and mail it to CGC ourselves? So there's things I want to talk about, and I do plan on touching base with that in a little bit. But anyways, guys, I do want to show you what I've picked up recently. Now, in a recent video, I know I did show off a m.u.s.c.l.e.s wrestling ring. Well, I bought another one. This one is way nicer, and it's actually complete. The other one I showed you in my previous videos, it did not have the ring, or at least the ropes, the silver ropes you see here, and then plus the blue little hand or claw, it was broken and repaired. This one has a little few stress marks on it. Let me zoom in. Bloop. See, there's some stress marks right there, but it's not broken. And then also, it came with the original 2 exclusive muscle figures. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to focus here. There we go. It came with the 2 original ones that only came with the ring. And I played it, it wasn't that expensive. I actually got a really good deal on it. I was expecting for it to be, at least 50, 60, 70 bucks. I think I paid like maybe, with shipping, about 40 some dollars for it. So it was really cool. So, I mean, it works. It's fully operational. Nothing's broken. It's really hard to find a ring, guys, a m.u.s.c.l.e.s wrestling ring, that these little claws or hands that aren't broken. So I'm glad. And plus, with the rope itself being how old it is, these aren't snapped. These little ties right here are normal. I've seen them on a lot. It's not the fact that they broke and someone tied them. These come from the actual manufacturer, I believe, and some I've seen from the manufacturer that don't have that tie. So I believe it just depends on where it was made, Taiwan or China, what manufacturer, or at least what manufacturing plant produced them, I guess. Anyways, guys, so I picked this up. It's really nice, really cool. I'm really proud of it. And a lot of you already know that I am starting to collect muscles, only the flesh color muscles. And then right here is, pretty much the majority of my collection also. A lot of muscles in here. I do, every now and then, I do pick up, a small little collection with duplicates, and I end up putting them in my closet, probably for trading. Not until I get a nice bundle for trading, I'll put it up on the web or maybe on YouTube. But anyways, I mean, I would say I have like maybe 40 muscles, and then plus I have the first, let's see if you can see. I'm trying to zoom in here. Hopefully, right there, that's another muscle set. The number 1 muscle set, the Thug Busters, that's complete right there. The original ones, not just the box and just various figures. They're the actual original muscles that came with that box. So yeah, I'm slowly getting my muscle collection. I believe there's like 220 some odd muscles, and I was able, I don't recall the user's name on YouTube, but the user pointed me to a website where I can actually download and view a checklist, and I did that. So this is pretty much my checklist of muscle figures that I have. And yeah, there's 236 total, and I think I have maybe about 45 muscles. I'm just checking them off as I go. Whenever I go to swap meets, or when I go to the collector's marketplace that I'm always doing videos on, I always take this with me in my pocket or even the car, so if there are muscles, I can verify which ones I have, because I have a bad memory and I won't recall. So I need this to kind of help me grow my collection. So yeah, that's pretty cool. If any of you are interested or want to know what website it is, shoot me a PM or a comment, and I'll and I'll send the website info over to you. Next, guys, that I've purchased, I have a little small collection going of Rambo figures. Let me move this out of the way. This Rambo figure is complete, of course. It's in plastic. Let me see if I can take him out for you guys. There we go. He's complete, of course. Like I said, he has his two little knives right there. He has his big knife. He has his little bullet, what do you call them, belts. And then he has his gun, of course, on the back. Really nice shape. I have this one also mint on card. However, the one on mint on card, the face is like turning green, like he was been choked or something. I think I've showed that in a previous video, the one I have. So I plan on actually getting a lot of loose little figures, guys, only because I plan on getting one of those IKEA collector cases. Have you guys seen them? I'll put a link here on the description here. These collector cases are pretty affordable. I believe they're about $65, and you can actually order them and have them shipped or picked up there at IKEA. So I'm thinking about getting at least one or two of those and filling them with a bunch of 80s figures. And however, a lot of stuff that I have are usually in boxed. So I want to get, you know, just a random array of 80s figures, meaning, you know, you can't get any more 80s than Rambo, right, guys? So I picked him up. I picked up the White Dragon, of course. He's almost complete. He's only missing his little bow and arrow, or at least his automatic bow and arrow. So that, and then I picked up the Black Dragon too. And he's almost complete also. The only thing he's missing is like this white one here. It has his ninja star and his little blade, his knife. And that's what he's missing, the Black Ninja. He's missing his little star and his knife. He comes complete with his little sword in the back. And then also he has his big, his extra large bow and arrow in there. So these are really cool, really nice shape. I plan on putting these, you know, on display within the case. And I'll probably do a little video of that, me going to IKEA, picking up the case. I have some ideas on how to decorate it, or at least how to organize, or I don't want to say organize, how to display it. A lot of people are having problems, you know, with the lighting, how to display proper lighting. I have a couple ideas that I'm gonna, you know, shoot out there on YouTube land. But anyways, like I said, I picked those up. I also picked this scary looking figure. I mean, come on, guys. You can't say this is scary. I mean, yeah, it looks kind of girly, little, you know, a doll of Ronald McDonald. But seriously, if you saw this when you woke up in the middle of the night, standing right there in your hallway, wouldn't you get freaked out? Anyways, this is in really nice condition. I didn't really get it just because it, you know, it's a Ronald McDonald's or it's a doll. I got it because it's just freaky looking. I didn't know that there's actually, I believe it's Remco that manufactured this. There's a line of McDonald's toys. I didn't know. I never really seen these when I was little. I was born in 1980, and I believe these came out in the late 70s. So by the time that I was old enough, like 4 or 5, these weren't around anymore. So again, there's pretty much a whole McDonald's toy line. You know, the Hamburglar, Grimace. I remember those characters from TV commercials, but I don't know if I'm gonna get the other line. I may have to get a few more. Just, I mean, like I said, I just got him because he's just freaky. He's like, ah. Yeah, and that's not makeup around my mouth. That's your blood. I don't know. So I plan on putting this in display also. Next, guys, I got was this really cool G.I. Joe Pogo. I remember having this when I was young. Don't remember what happened to it, but I also had to pick up the Cobra Commander. I remember seeing this. I believe it was either a cartoon, I don't remember, but Cobra Commander was, I guess, the original little pilot or driver in there, and I had to pick him up too, only because it brought back a lot of memories of the pictures that I've seen. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It's 100% complete, has everything on there, even the little guns, the little hoses and the missiles. One of the legs seemed to be bent right here, little, you know, slightly bent, but that's all right, I guess. But other than that, guys, I just need to clean it up, and I plan on putting that also on display. So that's really cool. Antenna's in really good shape. So yeah. A couple other things, guys, that I bought. One thing more specifically, I picked up this Nintendo NES Advantage controller. Never had this when I was little, and I was actually surprised on how heavy it is, only because of the metal on the bottom. Really cool. It works 100%. I cleaned it up. It had a bunch of dirt with, mixed in with the nooks and crannies in here. So I cleaned it up. I actually took it apart and cleaned up all the dust, plugged it in, verified it worked, and so it's practically almost like new. This joystick is nice and stiff, very responsive. The only issue that I have is with the B button, it squeaks a little bit. I didn't want to put WD-40 in there because I was afraid that it would get into underneath here. It's like a little small little board, electronics board. I didn't want the WD-40 getting in there, so I'm just going to have to make do with it. But other than that, guys, everything works and it's really cool. Can't get more retro than that, right? So I picked that up. And last but not least, guys, are the comic books that I want to show you that I've purchased. And actually, some of them I got signed at Phoenix Comic-Con. One specifically here is this Wolverine #1. I met Chris Claremont, and I know I have pictures somewhere. I know I do. I just got to find them. Because normally what happens is on my phone, on my iPhone, I'll take a picture and I'll save it to the cloud. And then plus I have Microsoft... what's it called? The Sky Drive, for Microsoft OneDrive. So it saves those images. I just got to find them. Anyways, Chris Claremont signed it. It's a really nice condition comic book. I would have to say maybe, I don't know, like a 9.2. The only reason why kind of a little low, maybe I'm grading too low. There's a corner right here that's bent, and it has some color break. So if not, maybe 9.2, maybe a 9.4, but it's in really, really nice shape. I'm really happy about that. So I met him. I also met Herb Trimp, or Herb Trimpy, however you pronounce his last name. Picked this up at the convention, Godzilla #1, and had him sign it. One thing, I kind of bit my lip. I bit my tongue. Didn't want to say anything to the guy, only because, yeah, Herb, he's a little old, of course. I don't want to disrespect him, and I didn't want to say anything, but he had a big old fat Sharpie. Nothing like, say for an example, let me bring back this one right here. See how the signature is nice and crisp, and it's clear, it's skinny, it's sharp. Well, Herb's, when I saw his Sharpie, I was like, oh wow, that's a big Sharpie. And of course he's like, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I was gonna have him sign another comic book. I was gonna have him sign. I'll show you here in a bit, but I'm like, I'm not gonna have him sign that one, not until he gets a better pen. So I just said thank you, and I walked off. But I mean, I don't plan on selling this. Hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers I don't. Unless an accident or something, I need to sell them. But it's just for my collection, my interest, So I'm like, okay, that's cool. As long as I met him, I love Godzilla. I never read the comic book until I was standing in line, and it was pretty cool. Just the brief story of Godzilla, of course. Artwork is really nice. I mean, who can complain? So I figured, you know what, I'll get this signed also. So I'm glad I did. So that's that one. You've already seen this one already. That was already mixed in the bunch. Star Wars, the first appearance of Boba Fett. You've already seen that one. I showed that off. I've shown this one off. However, I got a second autograph on here. Here's my Walking Dead number 19. This Walking Dead, of course, is the first appearance of Michonne, and yes, it is the first original printing. It's not a Mexico or a Spain or a kind of a reprint. It's the original one. And I would say back in January, I met Robert Kirkman, had it signed by Robert Kirkman, and then when I found out that Tony Moore was coming to Phoenix Comic-Con, had it also signed by Tony Moore. So I would say the grade on this comic book, guys, would have to be about a 9.6. The only major issue that I would have on it is I would say there's no color break, but there are small little creases on the spine, very small. I think there's like maybe 2 or 3. And then this corner right here, it's just a little ding, a little, you know, a little foobar right there. Nothing really too bad. But other than that, guys, I mean, it's in really good shape. When I met Tony Moore, he was like, wow, that's a really nice copy. I'm like, excuse me, that's not a copy. That's an original. And he's like, well, you know what I mean. I'm like, yeah, I do. So he's like, wow, that's really nice. He's like, I'm surprised you're not getting that CGC. I'm like, nope, I don't plan to. I don't really like CGC. I just want it for my collection. I love the comic book. I love your artwork. And he's like, oh, yeah, that's cool, man. So anyways, got that signed also. And then plus I got this one signed too by Tony Moore. One of my favorite covers in Walking Dead was number 9. Number 9 Walking Dead, signed by Tony Moore. That's a really, really nice cover, guys. I really like the color on that, the artwork. He did a really nice job. Next thing I picked up over there, which I did not get signed, was this Spider-Man number 300. I had to pick it up, guys. Now, all of you know, or at least all of my old subscribers, the importance of Spider-Man number 300 to me. If you don't know, the reason why I picked it up again was because, real quick backstory, Spider-Man number 300, when it came out back in the late 80s, I always wanted it but never had a chance to get it. I really didn't start collecting comic books until, like, I would say maybe 90, 91, early 90s. So when Image was making its debut, that's when I started collecting comic books. This comic book specifically, we all know it came out way before, and I remember seeing it in comic book stores, you know, being sold for $100, maybe $75 at that time. And unfortunately, I didn't have that much money at that time. I think I was like only like maybe 10 or 11 years old, 12 years old maybe. And whenever they did have it, it would be gone. Someone would buy it. It was even popular way back then. So it was always on my want list. And then when I started collecting comic books again, I would say, what, about 4 years ago? 3 years ago? This was the first comic book that got me back into collecting. Stan Lee was coming to Phoenix Comic Con about 3-4 years ago. I wanted something to get signed. I picked this up along with Todd McFarlane was coming. Oh yeah, I gotta get this signed. Well, I picked it up, I bought it, never got it signed. Anyways, I ended up selling it. So for about a year and a half, I had no Spider-Man 300. So anyways, with my long, boring story, I picked it up again only because it has some type of nostalgic value or interest. So I picked it up. It's in really nice shape. The guy said it's about 9.2, 9.4 again. And the only major flaw on it is this crease. You see that crease right there, guys? Hopefully it picks it up. Right there. And there's some small color break also on that. Oh, and there's like a small little tear up on the top corner. And that's pretty much it, but it's in really nice shape. I'll probably have this signed by Todd McFarlane. Who knows? I mean, he lives here in Arizona, but he doesn't do a lot of appearances, or if he does, they're really low-key. The guy, you know, I don't know, he must... I'm not going to say anything. I don't like talking bad about people, but whatever. Hopefully I get this signed, just for my interest, that's all. The next thing, guys, that I picked up, I'm pretty sure you can see in the distance, is I picked up a giant size X-Men #1. Had it signed by Len Wein. Had it signed. He was a really cool guy, really funny. I felt kind of bad because I interrupted him. He was eating lunch. And I'm like, oh, can you sign right now? I can come back. He's like, no, it's fine, come back. Or no, come on back to where he was behind his table. So I was able to take a picture with him. I gotta find that damn picture. Anyways, had this signed. The only thing about this one, guys, I don't know if I'm gonna plan on selling this or not. Like I said, it is signed. I can vouch. If I find the picture, I guarantee that I had a picture with him. The only bad thing about it is the corner here. It's missing a large chunk of the spine, and the page is completely ripped, or at least loose. The cover is completely loose all the way up to there. So from there all the way down, it's loose. There's nothing holding it. And I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it had, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm, close to that, certain that it had water damage right here. Some type of water damage. because when you open it up, you can automatically smell it a little bit, but there's no stains. There is like I said, like browning right here. I don't know if that's like major foxing, but again, I don't know, that bothers me. And stupid me, I was believe it or not, guys, at Phoenix Comic Con, it was really hard to find a giant size X-Men under a grade of 7.5. Everything was higher, so all their giant size X-Men's were about $700, $800, $900, even $1,000. And like, dude, I don't got that much money. So I was looking all over Comic Con for a giant size X-Men, and finally I found one. I found this for $300. And me, I'm like, oh wow, I gotta get it before someone buys it. I have to get it. And it was the first day, matter of fact, the very first day. I'm like, well, I don't want to take my chances of waiting until, you know, the next day. Someone might buy it. And I said, all right, well, will you take, you know, no, I think it was offered for like $350. I said, all right, will you do, it was this one and then plus that, the Godzilla #1 I bought. I said, well, you do this and the Godzilla for $300. He's like, yeah, that's cool. So I probably bought this for like maybe $275, $280. But still, I think I paid way too much for it because of the issue that it has here on the bottom corner. Actually, you can tell it's pretty much from my thumb all the way down. It's just, it doesn't look good. So I went around like, oh yeah, I was thinking about selling it. I asked other dealers in the Comic-Con. They're like, yeah, I'll probably give you maybe $100 for it, $75. Really low offers because of that problem. And I ended up not doing it, but I don't know, guys. It's bothered me. Would it bother you guys if it was, you know, damaged? And like I said, stupid me, I didn't look at it. Stupid me, Rick. You're stupid. You should have, for that much money, you should have taken the comic book out and looked at it. I know, guys. I know. So if you thumbs down this video or leave hateful comments, I'd probably leave a hateful comment for myself. Matter of fact, I probably will. But that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, that's everything that I've picked up for the past couple months. I know it's not a whole lot. I've been really busy. Haven't really had a lot of money. Been saving it, you know, for lawyers and stuff. And I don't know. Just, oh, wait. There's two more things I got to show you. Hold on. And this is it, guys. This is also what I purchased. It's the G.I. Joe Mobile Command Center. I picked this up, I would say maybe last month, maybe 3 weeks ago, for, he was selling it for about $350, and he sold it to me for $200. And that's about the price it was going. However, it's not complete. Maybe that's why he gave me a good deal. But again, being the fact that it's not complete, it's only missing small pieces, which I can pick up on eBay. Like #1, it's missing the Mobile Command Center chair. And then plus, it's missing 1 and 2 of the spotlights. That's it. And then maybe if you want to consider the file card for Steamroller, it's missing the file card. Steamroller is included, plus his little knife is included, and the instructions are also included. So that's pretty much it. You know what, matter of fact, I think I have pictures. Let me show the pictures. So that was when I first bought it. I cleaned it up. I had it all on my living room floor, pretty much just putting it together to see what was missing. And like I said, I found out it was just missing 3 little pieces. So it's really nice. I think it's a little too big for my collection, to be honest with you. So I don't know if I'm going to be selling it. If anyone's interested, hit me up. You know, I can keep you in mind. But like I said, I paid about $200 for it. I don't plan on going any lower than that. Because like I said, it's in really nice shape. All the stickers are there. Everything except for those 3 little pieces are there. So yeah, and the box is in really nice shape too. The points are also still attached to the back, so nothing's been cut out. And there's one more thing that I picked up, guys. Hold on one second. And there it is. I finally got a PS4. I never really thought, to be honest with you guys, I never really thought about buying one when they came out, or even an Xbox One. I still have my PS3. I was hardly ever playing that. I was actually using my PS3 more for Netflix. But because of the certain situations that are happening in my life right now. I haven't been wanting to do a whole lot, especially do a lot of videos or go out or do anything. I don't want to say that I'm depressed. It's just I needed something to keep me from going crazy. Let's put it that way. I didn't want to just be sitting there in my room, you know, spending money on eBay, or plus, you know, who knows what I'd be doing because of the situation right now though, with my daughter and her mom. Anyways, I needed something to, you know, free my mind, you know, get things off of the problem, focus on other things, and this is helping big time. So, yep, anyways, maybe a pitiful excuse for spending all that money for a PS4, but I ended up getting one. I got 2 games for it. I ended up getting Battlefield 4 and then The Last of Us, the remaster. I picked that one up, and then I bought a couple things off of the PlayStation 4 too, or the PlayStation Store. But yeah, if any of you are gamers, you want to hit me up. I'm playing again. I know a lot of you out there from my original viewers way back about 5 years ago when I was doing video game reviews. If you're still out there, yep, I finally have one. So hit me up. My PSN name is Hokage_Prime, I believe. Hokage Prime, or just shoot me a PM and I'll spell it out to you guys. Anyways, guys, hit me up. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns. That's pretty much it. Do expect more videos. I'm trying, guys, my hardest here. I do have some more items coming in from eBay that I purchased, some He-Man stuff. So that's pretty much it, guys. So thanks for watching, and peace.